Welcome back. It is now double feature time again. So now I just finished this, as I said before. We're taking a look at sequel, which was released in 1991. We're taking a look at one of my favorite sequels and a childhood favorite I watched so many times. With no hesitation, I bring you An American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Once again, I watched this off of the An American Tail family double feature set. And that's what I watched it off of, so I didn't watch it on this. I'm showing this because it's again, bask in that cool artwork. But I'll show you really quick, though. Look at that artwork. That is some sweet artwork. This is how you do VHS artwork. Look at that. Look how gorgeous this is. This was released on home video in 1992. I'll show you the cool... Oh! Did I get something in here? Huh, I must have got a rebate thing in here. I didn't even know what's... So what rebates did I get? I must have put this in here, though. Yeah, as you can see, when they reissued it in 1998. I just want to show you. Yeah, we got some coupons that's expired in 1999. Oh, man. CD-ROM stuff. Huge savings. I actually do have the sealed. Yeah, you know what? I'll be right back. I guess I can show you that before we go on to the review. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and come back and find that and show you. All right, I'm back. So here's the other copy I have. This is the sealed copy I have of this film. This came with a CD-ROM. I think it was called it was the Sound Source American Tail movie book. This was really cool. This is probably also my second favorite gem to my Universal collection. So yeah, I have the Sound Source. I have 2 copies of this film. This is just childhood favorite. This is the artwork you would see on the 2003 DVD. So I just want to let you know that I do have that. So great film. It's weird that I opted to pass on the Blu-ray because the transfer isn't good. It's a shame really, because one of my favorite movies I'd love to have in 1080p, but not paying $7 for excuse me, that was my phone rumbling. But yeah, not paying $7 for a crappy transfer. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and do that. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. So actually, I have a lot to say about this. It's a masterpiece. Let's actually talk about the film. So the movie picks up right after the events of, the original American Tail. So we see Fievel this time with his family, and basically he has a dream fantasy of a character named Wiley Burt, who was supposed to be a play on words with Wiley Earp. But anyways, voiced by Jimmy Stewart, which would be his final film. So, yeah. Going into the synopsis real quick. So, yeah. Actually, I take that back. Instead of being in 1885, this sequel, and I didn't know this, but takes place in 1890 in the sequel. So basically, they're in the United States now. So the idea was they're heading out to the west. They have to head out to the west to meet a couple of friends. Not really friends, but basically, he basically dreams about him being a cowboy. So this is, by the way, a Western. And I'm looking it up right here. Yeah, right here. An American animated comedy Western film. So this is technically a Western. And this movie got me into the Western genre. So basically, cats are back at it again, attacking them and the whole mice. So he falls and he gets scared. He's going to run away. So he runs, and he flips his hat and it becomes a cowboy hat. So he's trying to stop these cats. So we're introduced to Cat R. Wall. I think that's his name. So yeah. Let's see here. Cat R. Wall, voiced by John Cleese. In fact, let's run down the cast in this. Phil Glasser once again returns. We get a new voice cast in this. I forget who the other one was, but Kathy Cavanagh. if you're familiar with Blossom from Powerpuff Girls, you'll probably recognize who she is. You get returning back as Dom DeLuise. Where's there's another character named Miss Kitty, Amy Irving. James Stewart, as I said. John Cleese, John Lovett. Who else? That's about it for the main cast. So like I said, we're also introduced to T.R. Challa, who is actually a spider in this. So we have two, not just one villain, but we have two villains for the price of one. So his idea is to bring all these mice out to the Old West so they can make mouse burgers. They want to eat mice. So Tiger has a relationship with Miss Kitty near the beginning of the film. So she's not liking it as much as it is. So he heads off there. So in the middle of the film, he tries to run and catch up to them, but he gets chased by dogs. So it's interesting though. I'm just trying to read what I said. So yeah, the idea is they finally get to there. Fievel is lost, but he eventually reconnects with his family again as he heads out into the west. So Caldor Wall's idea is he wants to turn this town into being a town. So, into sort of western town. Yes, it's sort of cliche, comes out of all other westerns you've seen before. But what makes this unique, though, is it's a lot more funnier. In fact, it's so good that Philip Glaser improved his acting a little. He got much older, I think, so his voice changed from the first film. But I think Fievel's much more of a great character. He's more badass than he is in the first film. The first film, he just was useless. This sequel improves the character a lot. In fact, Tiger is a lot more funnier. He's actually way funnier than he is in the first film. And that's a skill thanks to Dom DeLuise. He's always, just similar to John Goodman, he's always enjoyable on screen. It's just, you know, when you hear that voice, you'll know he's a true voice actor. He's so much fun. Every time I watch a movie that has him in, even his appearance in Third Rock from the Sun is just pure genius. So, yeah. That's awesome. So, and this film was not directed by Don Bluth. This time they got Simon Wells, who would go on to direct other films like for Amblimation. They go from Amblin Entertainment to being called Amblimation, which was their animation studio. This is before they formed Universal Cartoon Studios. So Amblimation actually made only about 3 films. This, We're Back, and the final film, Balto, which I did review on my channel, so you can check out that if you want to know more. Anyways, so he goes ahead and they relocate. So Tiger, basically, he basically meets these Indian mice, and they think he's God. So they build a statue up there thinking he is, but he meets up. It's pretty dark. I mean, this is crazy. Fievel gets chased by a bald eagle. He gets encountered with scorpions. It's crazy with the character, though. So the bald eagle takes him off, and these Indian mice just start throwing, like, sort of fire rocks or something like that. So they hit the bald eagle, and Fievel lands in the bowl. It's like, water! And then drinks it up. Then as soon as Tiger swallows Fievel, he says, I think it went down the wrong tube. Just that energy, though. So, I'm trying to think about a lot of this. So he eventually meets back up with Fievel, but he says, you can't be talking to me because they won't believe me. They have to think I'm their god. So he heads down, and all of a sudden they play the song Rawhide. Oh, by the way, the songs are actually much, much better. Way Out West is fantastic. I was already snapping my fingers really hard in the movie. It was just that good. And that's like when they get onto the train. But like I said, he gets in this like thing. I think it's like branches, and he rolls down while they're singing Rawhide, the theme to Rawhide. So he lands there, and he meets up Wiley Burp. So near the film, Fievel's sister Tanya meets up with Miss Kitty and tells them that they're scared of cats, but realizes Miss Kitty's the friendliest of all of them. So they go to the saloon, he plays the song, and Catterwall is just mesmerized. So he talks to Miss Kitty and says, why don't you put her up on stage, something like that. Make me happy or something like that. So they walk out, and yeah. I don't know, I'm trying to think what else. They sing another great song, The Girl Left Behind, which, yeah, it's kind of cliche out of old Western musicals. I guess they were trying to do sort of a Western musical with that. Sort of similar to Western with Marlene Dietrich. Yeah, Marlene Dietrich. Those old, like, Dusty Rides Again. It's basically, I think it's an homage to Dusty Rides Again with Marlene Dietrich. So, I think, that kind of thing. Or something you would see in those kinds of Western musicals. It's a lot of fun. The song is great. Fievel gets kidnapped by Chala. I think that's how it's pronounced. Chala. So, yeah. It's really, really weird, though. But definitely a lot of fun, though. Like I said, it's just a fun movie. So, there are some inappropriate moments. I'm just sitting there laughing. So we get a big climax. Tiger introduces Fievel to Wiley Burr. He trains him on how to be a dog. So they have a big montage of all the action stuff. Like he'll run with a pitchfork. He'll start doing karate moves. And just crazy. So he gets a slingshot and he'll suit it up in those Western suits that you see in most 60s, 70s, 80s Westerns. Yeah, something like that. So, I'm not going to give away the film. Basically, there are a lot of funny moments, though, in the movie. Like I said, there's a lot of great songs. The one song in the sequel is not very good. I could not stand that song. Big time. I felt that song, I think it's Dreams and Made of Dreams. I think that's what it's called. Let me see. I'll go back into the songs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Spielberg actually said this. Oh, before then, Spielberg actually said this quote on Los Angeles premiere of The Fievel Goes West. And here's what he said, and I quote, computers are on their way, but so far, we have religiously stayed away from them. This is still an arts and craft business, and we have to take the old approach, the personal rapid that happens between an artist and a piece of paper. That's what Spielberg said during the LA premiere of Fievel Goes West. I get what he says, but I think they improved a lot of the animation. Bluth Styles, his style of animation is great, taking a beloved character, but I think this sequel did it a lot better. Honestly, I think it's definitely a blast. It also, a weird fact, in my review of Balto, I said that they're competing against Toy Story. This movie right here is competing against Beauty and the Beast, which was the first and only animated film to be nominated for Best Picture. Had they have an animation category in 91, I bet you that would be nominated for the animation category. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like this. Like I said again, I'm trying to think what else can I say about this film that hasn't been said. I can't really find anything else. Like I said, I think that's all that I'm going to cover in this review. So I guess that means final verdict. Should you see An American Tail, Fievel Goes West? Absolutely. I remember watching the VHS of this, and I wore that VHS constantly because it was one that I would play a lot. It's one that my dad didn't mind. I don't think my dad will watch this anymore. It's funny with my father. He's not into talking animals. The closest thing he liked was Bugs Bunny and the Disney version of Robin Hood, so I certainly doubt He complained about me years ago when this was released to DVD, saying, "Why are you buying that?" Then I bought this 4 years ago on Black Friday at my Walmart. I think it was 2012, 13. So I had this for a while. Like I said, this DVD, this double feature came out in 2005. So I clearly missed out in '05, but I have a copy now. So, like I said, a childhood favorite. If you want to check out Fievel Goes West, you're in luck because it's available on everything. The DVD is, I don't think this is common, but the other releases are. The recent release that came out was a double feature. I'm just trying to hunt that one down because apparently my copy of the movie, and let me see here, I think this is a copy that has, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can see right here. It has some weird marking on there. It didn't affect the playback. Oh, and by the way, both movies come with a theatrical trailer. That's all I forgot to mention, though. It does come with the trailer. I'm going to leave it over right here. It's just a clear flipper disc. I never liked flipper discs. They scratch so easily. But every time you want to watch it, flip the disc over. Like I said, if I get that double feature again, I'm going to replace this because I want the movies separate. So if I want to watch one or the other, I can go ahead and do that. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm just doing this. But anyways, like I said, check out American Tail Fievel Goes West. I think the performances are good. Like I said, the only negative I find with this film was that one song, "Dreams of Dream." I think that's the song. I'm trying to think of the songs. Yeah, Dreams to Dream. Yeah, Dreams to Dream is terrible, though. Once again, just like Somewhere Out There, they got Linda Ronstadt to come back to do both songs. I never was a fan of Linda Ronstadt. I don't know. She wasn't an artist I liked, but if you do want to check out Fievel Goes West, you have your options. I still love this VHS. Look at that VHS. In fact, maybe this year for Halloween, if I do Halloween, hopefully this coronavirus goes away and maybe I can dress up this year or do something like that. Because last year's Halloween was really weird. But yeah. I might be dressing up as Fievel, which I'm going to go with the Fievel Goes West look. Because that's the Fievel I like. He was actually going to be a character I was going to dress up as a kid. In fact, maybe even in 1998. I saw this movie for the first time in 1994, 5? It was like 94 or 95 is the first time I watched this. And it took years. And then my parents sold my VHS copies, so I never obtained the DVD. I found this is the same VHS I had. I think I bought it at the Goodwill in college. So this has always been that kind of movie. I bought a second copy for a friend of mine, but he got in the mail, but it was water damaged, so that sucks. But yeah, like I said, I'm just rambling. But yeah, go watch Fievel Goes West. It's a great film. It's a great family film. If you like what I do, like I said with American Tail and Fievel Goes West, go ahead, comment, give a like, do whatever you want. Check out these films. They're really good. Like I said, even I have this cool VHS as well. This VHS was 1998, so yeah. So I have it on DVD. And 2 VHS copies. Definitely something to see. I love this. I love this movie. That's why I have it, both copies of it. I kept this sealed because, like I said again, I will not watch this movie. If I watch it, I'll watch it on DVD. Plus, it came with cool CD-ROM. I don't think it's going to work on newer Windows machines. Although it would have been cool to see Tall Tale tackle the American Tail licensing, but they went out of business. So sadly, we never got that happen because it would have been cool. They did great with the Back to the Future game. I was hoping they would do something like that. I've only played the Back to the Future game, and that was really about it. I was hoping they were going to do one similar to this. But yeah, I'm rambling. Just go watch Fievel Goes West. Whatever you can get your hands on, streaming, whatever. Go see the movie. I think it's a lot of fun. check the movie out. And that's it. I'm rambling. So catch you back here tomorrow with another review. I'm not sure what movie it's going to be, but I'm hoping it's going to be pretty fun. So, see ya. And see you tomorrow.